Good morning my barnyard buddies and welcome back. Today we're at a place that used to roar with Yorkshire engineering. This fantastic place behind me, you see the building, the iconic building? This is Meltham Mills, the renowned home of course of David Brown. The original David Brown. For decades the gate saw thousands and thousands of tractors rolled out all over the world. From the Cropmaster of course, right through to the mighty 1694 Hydra-Shift. Now, it's certainly got all the models here. There's a 1490 or 1490.
Never been a sinner, I never sinned. I got a friend in Jesus. So you know that when I die, it's gonna set me up with the spirit in the sky. Whoa, set me up with the spirit in the sky. That's where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die and your name is to rest, I'm gonna go to the place that's the best. Go to the place that's the best.
This was on the original David Brown farm?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
300 tractor down line, so it must be second week's production.
Right.
Right.
Crikey.
This axle is what they call a forged axle,
Right.
and it was part of the demonstration team.
Mr. Ferguson, back in the day, needed somebody to build a good, strong, reliable tractor, and he went to see Mr. Brown, who made good, strong, reliable gears.
Okay, so they're trying to merge the two together.
Yeah, so he came and says, "Well, you're a very good engineer. Can you help me with making a tractor? We'll come together and make a tractor together. You with your engineering, with the gear side and the structure, and Ferguson with his fantastic ideas throughout agriculture."
So
they came not actually to this factory that we're stood in now, but one down the road known as Park Works, which is at Lockwood, and that's where they made the Ferguson-Brown, which is the tractor that we're stood right next to now. There was approximately 1,200 of these made before Mr. Brown and Mr. Ferguson had a huge fallout, and Mr. Ferguson went off to America to see a fellow called Henry Ford. I don't know if you've ever heard of him before.
Yes, we have.
And they made a tractor, once again, very, very similar to the grey Ferguson that we kind of know and love of today, but that was made in America. Then he went and fell out with Mr. Ford, came back to Northern Ireland and the UK, and set up the factory at Banner Lane in Coventry to make the grey Ferguson that's so synonymous today.
Wow.
Yeah, well, obviously you've seen it in
yeah, there's a Ferguson.
Well, in 1936, or prior to 36, Harry Ferguson was touting his tractor, a black tractor, with a view to somebody building it. Nobody seemed interested, but for some reason David Brown in Lockwood, Park Works, went into partnership with him, and they started building the Ferguson-Brown in Lockwood. It was the first tractor to have a converging three-point linkage, which every tractor has today.
That's right.
Ferguson was a lot older gentleman, David Brown was a young chap, so partnership didn't go too well. It only lasted 36 to 39. David Brown had already got his eyes on doing his own tractor, which was the VAK1, and Harry Ferguson went to Henry Ford and formed a partnership with them.
And that's
there's a lot more to this story than that, but we like to just stick with the David Brown side of things.
Yeah. And that's how it all came together. That's incredible.
This is basically a 780 would have been matched in the UK at 780.
Right.
However, this has got quite a bit of a difference. It's got a petrol engine inside.
That's
not the diesel engine.
Yeah.
If it were in the UK, it'd come out of the factory with a 3-cylinder diesel engine.
Right.
This is the petrol variant that was also used in the 880.
Right.
I believe this particular tractor went obviously built right here, went out to Canada and has come back again.
Right.
They were never
yeah.
actually sold in this country.
No.
Which is why it's quite special that it's been out and come back again. very fast tractor, just like the original.
Is it?
80s.
Right.
And of course very thirsty, but out there, petrol was like water.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Diesel hadn't quite come on
Right.
as much as it had in this
Right,
country.
right.
That's why they were still selling petrol tractors
Back in the day,
out
yes.
in America
Yeah.
when we'd pretty much completely.
Did the weather come into it for freezing and stuff? Really? Not really.
Well, yes and no. Now you
Yeah.
say it,
Yeah.
the gears are going around in my head because
Yeah.
I know of a Canadian 1210.
Yes.
No, sorry, 1200.
Yes.
And that was a diesel, and that had heaters plugged
Yes,
into the side
plug-
of the engine
yeah.
to keep it warm.
Right, yeah.
For ease of starting.
Yes,
David
yeah.
Brown was one of the pioneers of the direct injection diesel engine.
Right,
So
yes.
Starting them in such cold temperatures usually wasn't a problem.
Right.
So if it was a diesel variant, yes, it went out to a cold climate, yes, it
Yeah.
would have heaters in it. A petrol would have started a lot
Right.
better.
Right.
With you saying that now, I'm connecting the two together, and it could
have
well
been-
be, yeah.
yeah, for that reason, yeah.
But this tractor, I'm fairly sure it's privately owned, is this one within the
Yeah,
museum?
somebody from the club has.
That's right,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And it sounds lovely when it's running.
Does it?
So, yeah.
Right.
It's a shame it's not running today.
I've been told there's a 4.6 that was bigger.
I believe so. There was another one, yes,
Yeah,
slightly
but
bigger.
but they are a lot rarer than
I've
what.
never seen one.
No,
Never
no,
ever seen
that's what he says.
No,
Yeah,
no.
but yeah. No,
There'll be one in a hedge bottom in America or Canada.
probably. Yeah, but no, thanks for that. It's like different altogether. Yeah. This is actually inside the museum itself, so it's great to see how many is there. There's 6. I think it's about 16, maybe 19 tractors in here, from all the ages, through all the years, and all the different models. It's great seeing them all. They've got all sorts in here. They have John Deere mix on his way as well. He says he's coming with Tracy for. They're coming for the tea and cakes. I haven't seen them yet. Each of these tractors obviously tells a story of times gone by, and they really do. History behind some of these working machines will be incredible. Some of them might have been on factory floors or in industrial areas, but probably 99% of them will have been on working farms. In the 80s, production halted under Case HI, but it never really halted. The David Brown name just carried on. It just moved into sheds, farm buildings, and these guys just lovingly restored these tractors back to their working condition. And just looking around today, what a fantastic example of a classic tractor, just standing the test of time. But today the old tractor yard's buzzing again with these tractor enthusiasts, of course, loving the David Browns, and all thanks to the David Brown Tractor Club.
Well, my name's Martin George. It was me that started the club 30 years ago, and here we are today 30 years later.
30 years on the David Brown Owners Club. Fantastic,
right.
Fantastic.
We stood next to the last tractor built here in Meltham. It was built on the 11th of March 1988. We came off the assembly line just over there in that building at about 2:20 p.m. in the afternoon.
Crikey, you've got it down to the time as well.
I think pretty much so, yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. That's incredible. And is the tractor based here? Is
The
it?
tractor is home where it belongs. It did get sent to America, to Racine, with the intention of it going in a museum over there. This museum never happened, and it was just tucked away in a lean-to.
Was it?
And one of the ex-David Brown men, who was still with Case IH, must have been going to meetings over there. It's called John Louis, and he lives in France. He kept thinking it's not right. And in 2002, this tractor came back home.
Wow. Imported back by yourselves, the
No,
club?
Case IH shipped it back
Did
from
before you?
America, so
Oh.
it was on the ship with Magnum tractors, and I'm sure the docks workers and that wouldn't be able to work out why. But it was coming home.
Crikey. And has it been restored? Has it been?
No, it's in total original condition. It's only done 94 hours.
Oh wow!
It is literally brand new.
It's literally a brand new tractor out of the factory. That's
very,
unbelievable.
very unique, and we don't actually push it and promote it as much as we maybe should.
Yeah. Do you get around some of the bigger agriculture shows with it, managing to show it off a little bit? And
It has done the circuits in the past, but more over the last few years it hasn't been anywhere, because whenever it goes anywhere it is at risk. But if there is any special anniversary,
yeah,
which I would think could be 2028,
like,
on its
so
anniversary.
that's 40
It
years
might-
then since it was off production.
It might attend some shows.
Oh wow,
It's a nice showpiece that we have.
it's a good, excellent. And what are your sort of fondest memories of sort of Case and David Brown and the whole era of these tractors? Do you have any?
Well, none of my family ever worked at David Brown Tractors, but obviously being brought up in Meltham, you could never get away from it. And the farm that I used to go and help on had David Brown's, and I suppose the obsession started then. And when you buy your first David Brown, you find it hard to stop.
You're hooked for life. Hooked for life. That's brilliant. Yeah,
It's a lovely story, it's the David Brown story.
It is.
Because of the David Brown family.
Yeah.
The size of the business was relatively small compared to the other manufacturers, and the achievements that were made here and the engineering expertise and
Was
developments.
incredible.
We stood with the last tractor, which my granddad, Brian Sugden, was on shift to actually paint when he was in the painting shop in the block.
In the block which is behind us, you can just see the shape of the buildings.
Yeah.
That's just behind us.
Yeah.
And as he was saying there, this is the original tractor with
94 hours on it.
That's the original paint.
Original paint.
So your granddad put that paint on that tractor.
He was down to. However, there's a twist in the story here. He was on shift at the time. There was 2 painters.
Okay.
His mate, his shift partner, begged and begged and begged him to let him, so he could paint this. So my granddad, being my granddad, said, "Yeah, fine, you can paint it." So my granddad actually technically missed out, but he was on shift to paint this serial number.
Oh right, crikey.
He wasn't bothered. He let his mate that were desperate to. He let him do it.
Well, I think your granddad's the bigger hero there.
Yeah.
Definitely the bigger hero. And he's still with you today?
He's still with us. He lives up at Village.
Okay. And would he have come down today?
I did ask him, but he weren't coming out today.
Okay.
He hasn't been out this week, so he's staying in today.
That's understandable. Because it's quite a chilly sort of a day.
Yeah, but in the actual museum, which is J2, which was a David Brown factory, that was the snagging workshop. Up the Crampton that weren't right.
Okay.
Came up here.
Right.
The smaller tractors.
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
And he was working in hydraulic valves as well, the valve chests.
Oh yeah.
And he worked in here, fixing and setting all them up,
Right.
making sure they were right after they come off line. If they weren't just quite right.
He was sort of sorting the problems out there and fine tuning them basically. Yeah, getting them back.
Yeah. In fact, he was that good at doing them. When David Brown shut in '88, and the whole lot was bought by, I think it was Bamforths. My granddad was actually took back on by Bamforths and Meltham Mills Engineering to carry on setting up the valve chests that they bought in crates.
Wow, that's
so he
unbelievable.
worked at Meltham Mills Engineering until 1993.
That's crikey.
When he did finally retire.
Crikey. It's nice to get history from people that have actually been there and worked there. I bet it'd been lovely to chat with your granddad. Maybe another time.
Yeah.
Maybe some warmer weather.
Yeah, I'll get him to come down.
We'll catch him and we'll have a chat with him. It'd be nice to actually talk to somebody who's actually been on the shop floor.
Yeah.
So that's brilliant. All right, that's brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right, listen guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been a fantastic little visit, something a little bit different from me, visiting these guys and seeing what they get up to and seeing these lovely tractors. They've been awesome, and chatting to some lovely people as well, very enthusiastic tractor people and restorers and just general tractor owners. There's one or two things coming from this, so we're just chatting about some sort of charity run which might happen in summer. Anyway, I'm not going to say too much about that. It might not, but talks are in progress. Right, once again guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been a fantastic sort of afternoon out for us. It's very local to us as well. So don't forget, press the like button. Don't forget to subscribe as well, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya.